4th-floor warehouse tile. Well, just like the name suggests, this adds a survival warehouse to our creative maps. So you see, some of the differences to the original survival tile is that we do not get these structures that spawn in, or any stupidly overpowered tape bots for that matter. And of course the elevator's also broken and looks like a portal to another dimension. Jump! So this simple tile adds 2 new ramps, and of course this amazing arc that says jump. Now of course this tile is only as good as its ramps, and I do not have good cars, to be honest. I just want to show you that a ramp actually works like a ramp, as you would totally expect. Okay, I flipped my car. But yeah, you can also see we have a smaller ramp over here that doesn't throw you into oblivion after you jump. Didn't flip this time, but yeah, I think it's pretty fun. It's also not that big, so it fits on pretty much every map. Holzameise City.tile. If you played on the servers, yes, I made servers for Scrap Mechanic. Check out this video if you don't know what I mean. You're probably very familiar with this tile. I mean, this is simply one of the best tiles I've ever seen. Like, the detail on here is incredible, especially if we take a look at buildings like this construction site. It looks so gorgeous. Now, the only problem with this one is, though, it's still work in progress and it takes a lot of work, so it's probably gonna take a while until this is done. But in the meantime, you can already enjoy this amazing train track. Mountain Circle Line. So SovietGoose makes some of the best tiles on the workshop. And he's much better than the MoGoose in my opinion. Like, you can already see, this is incredible. So we've got a whole mountain region here with a whole train track, even a little mountain village over here. Now, the homes do not really have a lot of detail. I mean, it's just homes. There's no furniture and stuff. And they're all just the same. But I think the main attraction of this tile is the train track. Alright, so I just spawned on Redstonista's amazing train. Made a whole video on that as well. Check that out if you don't know. So now we're just gonna take a little train ride. Alright, I think I'm stuck in the station. But yeah, you can see this is working wonderfully, and it looks so amazing as well. Alright, and now we're about to reach the station at the bottom of the mountains. Alright, arriving at a station. It did not derail, I think. Anyway, down here at this station, we have a few more villages, and we even have a little bit of a port down here, so you can easily take your luxury yacht for a swim. And yeah, I don't think this one works in Physics 5, but I think you get the point. This tile is amazing and even super detailed. Like, here's a little secret and some kind of hidden home on this island. Like, definitely one of the best tiles. To our 1-dot tile. Yeah, I showed that before, so I think that helped. This tile is so unique compared to other tiles. Like, in general, the building style the creator has, the way he builds tiles is he uses some of the survival asset things. So for example, we have a whole barn, but it's built out of these fence pieces you can actually destroy as well. So as I said before, if you want to have an epic tank battle or something, you could bomb entire cities if you wanted to. I mean, I'm sure this is what the devs intended this game to be. And then we have like some of these houses, like they look so good, even though they're made out of all these normal survival tile thingies. Like, it's not even using custom assets, and yeah, I'm just opening them door. FBI, open up! Yeah, I really like what he's doing, and this tile is also just great. Mountain lakes. You can even see how this tile is using nodes. This tile was made by Dartfrog, and he also has a YouTube channel, so go and check it out. But you can see this looks amazing. The way the water comes out of this rock and then form this little pond over here. You can even see the fireflies and stuff. All this glow effect of these plants. Yeah, all of this water should also work perfectly, so you can just swim in here if you want to as well. Like, we could in theory even go clam diving. Although, did I mention I hate clam diving? Oh yeah, you can also cut those trees if you want to. I mean, this is not really making this place looking really relaxing. But yeah, it's a neat little tile, so it fits on most maps as well. And it's super detailed compared to the normal stuff we got from the devs. Faeryn's Island, with a lot of train tracks. Well, as the name suggests, this is a big island, so it's surrounded by water, which, as you can see, also works, so you can use this tile to spawn big boats in as well. But the big highlight are, of course, the many train tracks this tile offers. Yeah, and of course also this detailed landscape you can enjoy, like this swampy area. You see, this is a really small train track. I mean, it's not very wide, you know, but this is a wide train track. So depending on how big your train is, you got these different tracks on the same tile, you know? And also good looking one too. Oh, there's a little pathway here. I didn't even know that. Like, there's a lot to explore on these tiles usually. Yeah, this is the smallest train track I found. Like, just watch me swim along this train track and you can see how beautiful it is. To look at this bridge. Oh my god. You know, I know there's a lot of train lovers watching this. You definitely need to get this tile. It's absolutely incredible. It's beautiful. It has every train track you need for like all your trains. And a lot of water too. Like, it's just so amazing. Then we have the 3.5 view train track tile. Interestingly, the grass texture of this tile is a little darker. But oh my god, you can already see the station. And here we've got an amazing train track. We've got a train bridge as well. Oh, there's another bridge. And I really like the style of this with these ruin parts. Oh my, just have a look at all of this yourself. Some of these details are amazing. And like, they even have an old trader station here. Like, I didn't even know it looked like this. That is so interesting. There's even like a little camping place over here. Oh my, these little details on tiles are just amazing. And then there's of course the train track as well. So you can explore all of this with your favorite train. Like there's a whole mechanic station over here with a train track that goes through it. A little tunnel, there's another thing. I can't stop looking at all of this. See, I think it's pretty obvious why this is such a good train trial. By the way, I'm adding all of these tiles into a collection I link in the description, so if you want to get these tiles, you know where to find them. 2U Feldbahn Industry 1. Now this tile is made for the small trains in mind, and there's a lot of railway switches you can place on here, so it should be pretty epic if you're into building these tiny trains. But it's gonna be even better in conjunction with our next tile, 2U Feldbahn Mine and Quarry. Well, you can see this tile is really not big, but it looks pretty cool. And it's made for, you know, of course, these super tiny 2U trains. And the best part is, we even got a little tunnel over here. So you can even like put lights on your train and have an epic ride through this tunnel. And oh my god, this actually goes fairly deep. I didn't even expect this. Oh my goodness, look at the underground. There's a whole new dimension to this tile. I didn't even know this. Wow. So yeah, this is definitely something really interesting to play around with. A gold mine tile with train track and short zip line. Please read the description. Yeah, if you don't read the description, you're gonna see this weird platform with a little sphere on it, and it does not really make sense. So we need to place down Schizo Assets Display Bug Fixer tile, and you just place this somewhere in your world, it doesn't matter where. And now you can see this tile starts to make a whole lot more sense. Like, there's actually a water silo up here. And yeah, of course, this is another amazing train tile, but I know you really love train tiles. Like, just take a look at this abandoned shack over here. Like, the level of detail on this is just amazing. We even got a little swing over here. All right, let's go inside here, and let's have a look inside of the shack. How do I open the door? FBI, open up! Oh, there's a hole at the top of the roof, so we can easily walk down right here. And, like, there's freaking interior on this map as well. You can see the gold diggers trying to, wash the gold out and stuff. Well, I am honestly surprised by the detail on this. Oh god, you see, there's even an underground tunnel as well. Oh, and of course we can also just tap water from the silo, because remember, always stay hydrated. Oh my god, there's another tunnel right here in the tunnel, and oh, this is like an abandoned tunnel for the mine carts. Oh, I'm falling in love with another trial. Oh, now we're supposed to keep out here. Is this some kind of secret? Oh my god, this tile is incredible. All right, let's jump right here and see what happens. Oh god, we're falling. Oh god, where did I can see the light. Where am I? Oh, so this is just a really long hole, I think. But what is this thing at the bottom of this? It looks like a burger. That is so weird. Oh my god, this is kind of a deep hole. Oh my goodness, look at this entire cave system. Man, this stuff is so dark, even throwing glow sticks everywhere doesn't light up this cave. Dude, I am just so amazed by this tile right now. Dude, I feel like this is definitely the best tile I've seen so far. Like, there's another small... Oh, this is the zip line he was talking about, I think. Oh my god. There's even a crystal cave. Oh god, I think this miner didn't survive very well. Dude, there's even TNT over here. I just want to escape the cave. But yeah, before I'm gonna waste 5 minutes being completely mind blown by this tile, like, there's still so much more stuff on here. Like, I just have to say, this is really amazing. You definitely need to download this one. Country Roads Racetrack. Well, you can already see this tile is a big boy as well. Well, since this is a racetrack, I'm probably best off just driving around this tile, and oh my god, I bump into everything. Maybe I should not have used my sci-fi wheels on this car. This racetrack is pretty cool. Like, I like how they're not always just using straight barriers like here, but normally it's just a bunch of trees that kind of build the barrier. There's even some shortcuts, I think. That's a pretty cool race tile. Right, I think I'm pretty close to the finish line. At least I'm starting to see weird birch trees. Oh god, there's a ramp. Okay, I hope... Oh, okay, it's not a ramp that makes you fall down, but it flipped my car. I really have to say there's a lot of racetrack on this tile, and I think I've been racing on this for like 5 minutes, and I'm pretty close to the finish line now. Yep, there it is, finally. But yeah, this is a really fun racetrack, and especially also a very long one. Like, you really underestimate it. By the lake with water. So it's not a super big tile, but it looks pretty cool, and Lord Payne even updated the tile to have survival water. So we can swim around here as well, enjoy the amazing flora on this tile, and yeah, have a pretty cool... Oh my god, we can just jump off this plank. That's really cool, you know? And you can just have a really cool time chilling on this tile. Oh god, this looks really... Parking lot, which was subscribed a lot. It's probably also one of the more well-known tiles in Scrap Mechanic. Now if we go down here, there's a little cave thing with a little secret entrance over here. Just a little secret the creator added here. Here, a car park soon. Pretty original, making a custom poster like this. Didn't see other people do that before. But yeah, mainly you can just, of course, drive around the parking lot, which kind of looks like this, so there's a lot of space to put all your Scrap Mechanic vehicles. Well, and on the top deck, we even get a few trees and green stuff, which is kind of cool. Then there's this weird thing, which is sort of like an elevator, except it's not. Or maybe this was actually intended to be an elevator, but you can just jump down here and you're back at the base platform. And we can also drive down in a 45-degree angle, which is really steep, but also pretty fun. Yeah. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Floating Island. Archery Home Island. Oh my god, there's old Scrapman videos about this thing. Anyway, so we've got a giant floating island here with this glowing stuff. I mean, it doesn't actually glow. This tile is a bit old, and the island itself also features a whole cave system. Well, it's not really a system as much as it's just one single cave over here. Well, and on top we have this, not really grassy looking green rock island landscape thing. Well, I must say this tile has aged quite a bit compared to some newer tiles, but it's still pretty cool to have a floating island, for example. Like if you want a floating base or so. Monorail Village. Now this map over here looks pretty detailed again, and of course features a train track. And yeah, I believe it's even used on a service. So we've got this server poster over here and this sus station. And there's a whole Bradley TM poster. And honestly, these houses look kinda sus. There's even a fix poster. Because like the server sure doesn't break a lot. And, you know, more importantly, a good old sunshake ad. You know, I like the style already. Well, so if we go inside the sus station, there's a bunch of staircases, which lead us up on top of the platform, where we can even build monorails. So it just goes right here, takes a loop basically, comes back around. Then we've got an amazing loop track over here, which leads us to some forest area. There's another station with a bunch of birch trees over there. Another station, which is for the regular trains. There's a small village sphere with this, Even the homes look quite interesting from the inside, even though they do not have furniture. What is in this forest? Like, there's a whole military base over here? Oh my god. Oh, they even have a zipline thing. That is so cool. There's even a little tunnel on this map over here. And this acid, because I definitely know this is an acid, and it doesn't even have a staircase. So yeah, these are just some kind of empty buildings that are not even fully done yet, because you just walk up right here and then you can fall down forever. But yeah, nonetheless, this is a pretty cool train tile as well. There's so many train tiles. But not like I'm complaining, you know? Auto Train Workshop 2.0 by XX Fighter XX.tile. These names sometimes. So yeah, this tile features another train track to test your trains, which goes in circles, so it's more compact than some of the bigger maps. You even have this train track to work on your train, so you put your train on here, and then you can work on the bottom of the train, which is really cool. There's even a train shed. That's cool. I have not seen that on the other maps yet. So this is for smaller trains, and it just ends right there in a tree. This is so what? They can just take this train and boom, there's a tree. Wow. But yeah, this is a nice train tile to test your trains while you're still working on them. Next, there's 3 more tiles by SovietGoose, a Mountrain, badum-tsh. So this is another XL tile, which of course is really huge. There's a giant bridge over here. So first off, we've got a little village here at the valley. Even some kind of power line going to the other village, I think. That's actually really neat. And of course, we got our good old train tracks. Oh, looks like there's a little bridge in construction over here to that little house, but maybe I need to put down the acid fixer. Well, surprisingly, that did nothing. Of course, all of this water works as well, so you can cruise around with your boats here. This old falling apart bridge also looks really cool. There's even a tree that fell on the road. Dude, some of these little details really add a lot to these tiles. Well, here's another tree that completely destroyed this bus stop. We have a little hatch over here next to this building and a lot of flowers. Like, the detail on here, of course, is just amazing. You know, I keep saying it all the time. Needless to say, you can even have some fun riding around with your trains here. 4 Villages tile by SovietGoose. Probably his most famous tile, and apparently there's even 6 Easter eggs on this map. Now, as you can see, this is another huge tile, which of course has its own village, own train station, and oh my god, this looks really good, especially with these poles and stuff. Got some hayfield over here, then we can go underwater, which... Oh, I'm kind of surprised there's nothing really going on underwater. We've got some tunnels over here as well. Oh, some old discarded train tracks. Oh yeah, this looks really cool. Imagine driving around with a train here. Can probably get to quite some speed downhill. Oh, we even got another bridge over here. Oh my god, what is this? There's a little wooden way up here this hill. There's even a little platform to scout the area. That's really nice. And a little camp over here. And yeah, it's a long way up to the top. But this is where we're gonna find this little village thing over here. So yeah, this is just another amazing job at a map he made. Sadly, you can't make a world big enough to put all of these train tiles in here. And lastly, we have the small airport, which is a little underrated in my opinion, because you get a pretty good looking airport over here, and it's not a huge tile like some of the other airports. Like, this should be enough for the majority of planes to start. So I really like putting this on maps instead of these huge airports that take up so much space that could be filled with an amazing train tile instead. Do_city1.tile. Well, these are just a few desert houses, and I like that a lot because you don't really find a lot of desert tiles on the workshop. I mean, it's not super detailed on its own. Like, this building doesn't even have an entrance, but if you put this together with a few other desert tiles, it looks really good. Rock Crawler Paradise No Mods.tile. Now, this again is a really big tile. I mean, I guess this is just normal large size, but you can already see this looks really cool because there's a lot of stuff to climb, which means you would actually need a really decent car, which I probably don't have. But yeah, if you really want to test suspensions, I think this tile is pretty good to do that. Like, with a really good off-road vehicle, this would probably be fun. Yeah, I'm already failing at the most basic bridges. But I think you get the idea. This is really interesting to drive around. Yeah, you really easily, yeah, I'm stuck. But yeah, this is great for a driving challenge. Sci-Fi City.tile. Well, as you can see, this is a big XL tile, and it even has a tunnel you cannot use. Well, it's not the most detailed tile on the workshop, and there's a lot of tunnels that just do not work. Oh, there's even a little... Oh my god, what did he do? I was about to say there's a cave thing, but... What is this place? What have they done to the mechanic? I didn't know there's such a terrible secret in this map. City Road test.tile. Well, this is mostly just a little circle for your cars to drive around, but it has some cool detail, like this little bridge here for the waste that is produced by this thing, which is not a packing station anymore. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. You can drive up with your cars over here and park them, I guess. There's like even a little tunnel over here and some damage to the road as well, which is a lot more realistic than most other tiles where the roads are just always perfect. But yeah, I feel this can add a nice touch to some maps. A detailed off-road tile, now with water. This might just look like another small tile, but this one is really detailed. and just walk around this tile. So as you can see, there's also already another path we can go, and there's trees and stuff everywhere. Now if I go over here, there's a little log that fell down. We can walk along. Okay, maybe we can't walk along here because there's rocks, and now we need to jump into the ocean. Or lake for that matter. Oh, okay, this is not actually working water. Well, that's kind of sad, but you can already see how well this tile looks. But how do I get out of the water? Well, sunshake is the answer. So if you like this side with the river and everything, looks absolutely stunning. I mean, this just looks so detailed and also really relaxing. So I think this is just a really cool little tile to like put in a forest or somewhere. Hill with workplace, many details, high quality. Well, although this tile is a little bit older, you still have like a ramp out of rocks here, some unique landscape to drive around, small details like this little camping site, a little stone platform over here, and a giant ramp at the top of the mountain. Well, definitely could be cool tile to build a base on top of. The big screw. One of the few looping tiles, which makes this one really interesting, because the looping is, oh my god, this car does not drive really well at all. But a looping is just a really interesting challenge for a car. So if you've never done this before, you can try and build a car that can actually take this looping. There's also Lord Pain Acid Fixer tile, so I just put this on here. TreeHouse. Well, this simple forest tile features a treehouse, as the name suggests. But it's really cool to use because of it, because if you go up all of these stairs, you have a little treehouse over here. You can build a base in or something. You can even build on top of it, and there's this wooden pole thing we can use to like glide along and then go to the other trees. From there on we can go to this tree. So that could be a really cool way to like enter or exit your base. Well, I think it's a nice touch on some maps. PTO Battlecar / Battlebot Arena. So this big tile over here features a whole arena for battling bots and battlebots and so on. So you can see there's some interesting terrain. You could push your opponents into this hole so they fall off the map. Or you could hide behind these metal pods. And there's even a little closed area over here. And yeah, I think this is just a really cool tile for battles and fights. And since there's very few tiles like that on the workshop, I think it's a really cool addition to some maps. Star Wars sarlacc pit no arms.tile. I hope that's how you say it. Well, this is just a bit of a hole on your map. Oh my god, there's actually a monster inside. Oh my, it's kind of detailed as, oh my god, are we really getting digested? This is kind of gross. It even moves because this is made with plants. Dude, and if I go inside this, oh, this is some kind of glass pane. Oh my god, this is so scary. I really want to get out of this. And I thought it would just be a hole or something. Old Big Spaceport.tile. So we have a little vanilla themed spaceport over here. So this should be our launch. Oh, these are the launch pads. We have multiple from 1 to 2 to 3. There's a few bases over here, and of course the main building, which is pretty much just like a ruin. Oh my goodness, there's a crashed spaceship over here. That's unexpected. Oh, but you cannot go inside. That's sad. Right, and the top of the thing kinda looks like a warehouse floor up top. Oh, there's even more launch pads on this side. And there's also an elevator, but you can't really use it. But yeah, this could do for quite a nice spaceport if you're into that kind of stuff. Survival Workshop Modified. Now, this adds the Survival Workshop to our creative maps, but you can see it's modified. Like, these capsules are... oh, they look a little bit smaller from the outside than I thought. We even get a silo over here. And I think there's a garage. Yep, we get an additional garage for our mechanic station, which is pretty cool, but you can see that the survival things are of course missing. So it looks a little weird, but still it's one way to get a mechanic station in creative. Man of Stone. So this tile adds a little stone man that holds some flowers in his hand, and he's leaning on this long pole, which I think this just looks really neat, you know? If you place this in a next to a bunch of forest tiles, it's just a little nice Easter egg to explore. Also just a really creative use of assets. Dome V2. Well, another small tile, which adds some nice detail, I think. So it features this little stone dome, and inside there's a little flower. Almost looks like a grave, to be honest. Skull Rock. Well, now this is a little bit bigger and more intimidating, but I think it looks really cool. Okay, gotta fly a little bit further away from this, because this is huge. So you see, there's a giant rock that's shaped like a skull, with like a little gold teeth over there. I mean, just imagine building a base inside of a skull. It would look so amazing. Racetrack. Now, this is a medium-sized... I think it's large-sized racetrack. Well, I like it a lot because it's relatively simple. and even has some verticality, which I'm gloriously failing at. But yeah, that makes it quite interesting to drive around here. There's also lots of curves, so if you really like drifting, it's a pretty cool tile. Mount Paradise, medium tile. Now this mountain is almost looking magical with these interesting looking trees. Maybe those should resemble cherry trees? I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. Also has a little tunnel thing over here with the creator's name on it. And if we drive our car all the way up, oh, we can't actually do that. So you see, the tallest mountain rock is actually quite tall, which makes this also really interesting for a base location. But yeah, I kind of like the look of this tile. The trenches. Now, if you're into war roleplay or something like that, this tile is absolutely amazing. So this medium tile features a long trench. There's even control gates on both sides where you can position yourself and watch out for your friends. Yeah, you can also see these barricades up here. There's even these craters from the shell impacts. But yeah, if we walk along this trench, which is all made up of sandbags, looks really cool. There's even a little wooden hideout under here. There's also a mat tent over here if you need to heal yourself a little. And lastly, there's this gate, which is interesting looking, like he's completely just made up of these stone assets, which looks a little stupid honestly, but it's very creative, you know? Well, sadly you can't do PvP in Scrap Mechanic by default, but if you join our servers, you can enable PvP there. And lastly, the Scraptopia City Airport. Now, this city airport is huge! So it also features some road tracks with this bridge cross section. There's even a nice looking building next to it. Although I'm not sure why you... Oh, this is a... Now, this is a really properly done parking lot. So we drive right here, there's a lot of spaces to park our cars. Even this double space. Then we can drive up here, and we keep finding more parking lots for our cars. Man, this building is quite tall, you know? It's too real, it takes forever to reach the top. Yeah, the top also looks really cool. There's also a little motel, I think. Kinda looks like a hotel or something like that. Oh, this is a shooting range. You know, I'm not American, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with guns being freaking everywhere. But yeah, this is also pretty cool. Then there's this whole section which was made for boats, but sadly this is like pre-survival, so the water's just fake. But like, it looks so good. I really wish this canal would be working. I mean, just take a look at some of these buildings. Wow. That is really creative. And apparently it does not have a floor at all. Well, over here we have some more garages. Well, so finally, this leaves us with the big airport. Oh, if we go inside, there's multiple floors. We can take the staircase up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a feeling that some of the assets are broken on this tile, sadly. I mean, honestly, if you look at this is a half-done plane. There's definitely something wrong here. Yeah, this tile is still pretty cool, even though there's some minor issues and things that are broken. I've also made a collection for you with all of the tiles I showcased, so link is in the description. And let me know if you want to see another tile showcase.